everybody, welcome to Making Space for Love. I'm Joey Hamilton, as always, with Graham Betchart.
Let's go, Joey. Here we go, man.
This is episode 6.
Kind of wild,
So wild.
but here
I've
we are.
been
Let's go.
waiting for this episode for
Yeah.
so long. Ever since you told me this concept the first time,
Yeah.
it's like stuck in my head. I've told so many people about it, and it's so relatable on so many levels. I think on the level of like being the one who does it, and then also being the one who is on the receiving end of it.
When you
Um,
talk to people about it, what's the experience like for them? Does it make sense? Like
Total
both
sense.
ways, like the bunny and the one who's gonna might eat it. Like, what's it like, dude?
So
Yeah, may
to
as well.
fill you all in, this episode is called "Don't Eat the Bunny," and we're gonna get into what that means.
Don't eat the
But
bunny.
um, it's just this like when I talk like all of your concepts, right? When I bring them up, when it's like "Don't eat the bunny" or "Love yourself unconditionally" or like talking about battling stories, like
Yeah.
it just feels like there's a light bulb that goes on in
Okay.
people's minds. Like you could see it happen in real time.
Yeah.
Um,
And I mean, that's what I like about these. These are just sometimes, I call myself a guide because I'm like, look, on your journey, you're gonna go through some version of this, and it's super normal. That always just helped me, as when you have like a trainer or coach who's like, hey, you're gonna experience maybe not this exact thing, but a version of this. So you're like, oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to go through. And then naming it something funny or naming it something like, then it's a move,
it's
like,
so good. Like, yeah, people like, I think how people resonate with the things that you come up with, like, is you take deep psychological concepts
yeah,
and make them a little fun and playful, or at least very easy to understand and relate to,
yeah.
like on a basic level.
I think that's what I'm here to do. I don't know where that comes from, but I'm doing the same shit with everyone else every day. Like these are real things I have to practice every day. Always, like always remember, it's not like they really go away. You're just like, hey, I'm a little maybe better in this. Maybe not perfect at it, but like I'm aware of it. And dude, like people ask me all the time, like, how do I know I'm getting better at shit like this? Always think awareness. Hey, I'm more aware now. I see what's here. I'm aware of it. I know how to choose my response. And then we're practicing that. And these are not like, oh, one day I'm done with it. It's like, hey, these are life skills. You just got to get better at this shit, you know?
I think one of the things that's so cool about this idea of "Don't Eat the Bunny" is that you, and well, really all the stuff that we talk about is like, it doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. Like on my way over here, I was like, you could do this in jobs. You could do this,
Yeah,
right?
right. Yeah,
Like
right.
people get so power hungry, right? Like you could use it in like those moments where you're like chasing that flashy thing that you think is gonna, and you just want to like,
You want to grab it.
you want to grab it. And it's like, or you like, you maybe have a chance to like have a connection with somebody that's powerful in your industry or your field of
Mm.
work, and you want to like try and capitalize on that, right? So you're just like, you just run after that and chase it. And it's like,
Ooh.
people can feel that on the other end, but also people can feel
Hell
that
yeah.
like desperation. And if you
Dude, they
just
can
go
feel
and
it.
like offer yourself, like we talked about last time, if you just go and offer yourself and say, I'm going to go into this situation with a sense of discovery and
Mm.
see what's there, instead of this preconceived notion of like, I need this to get to here,
Yeah.
then a lot more things will happen in the universe.
Dude, you're spot on with that one. Discovery will help. And this is where we can get real with like a little moment that's going to happen. And it's a magnetic thing. Dude, you're doing all this work. You're making space, loving yourself unconditionally. Stories are coming up. You're recognizing the stories, right? You're starting to just observe them, not just react to them. And now, like, hey, like something's come into your life. Something's come in that feels like it's something to. This is where the discovery is super important. Discover instead of the feeling that I felt was you just want to inhale it, because for me, my thing was I don't want to lose it, right? So if I don't want to lose something, oh shit, it's finally here. It's crazy. It's finally here. And then I just felt scared. I'm going to lose it. You're like, oh my God. So my instinct, my primal instinct was go like grab it. Go grab it. Make sure you don't ever lose it. And that to me was when it was like, oh, that's eating the bunny. Like I wanted this wonderful bunny to come into my life of love to share, and it hops in and it hops in, and then I've done all this work to make space for it, and then all of a sudden you're just super triggered, of like I don't want to lose it, and it's like oh my god, and now it's like we really practicing the mental skills. Like this is when hey I don't react, I respond, I take a breath, all these moments of like don't eat it, because what's the story coming up? For me, it was, oh shit, I'm gonna lose something, which was like the scarcity, fear. These are popping up. So if, I'm feeling like this, and if I act like that and go do it, the irony is you just killed it. Like if you go grab it, squash it, and like stifle it, you've killed the very thing that you're actually attracted to. Because when something good comes into your life, it's abundant, its heart is open, its light is shining, and that might bring up all kinds of stuff. So don't eat the bunny. It's a real magnetic moment.
It is, and that like
It's a real thing.
it's just so like it's you can visualize. It's such a concept that you can visualize, right? Like okay, you've done the work. You found something that aligns with what you want,
Yeah.
and you just want that. So like it's been missing from your life, and you want it
Mm.
so badly. And most people's like where they make the mistake is they just want to like keep it for themselves and hold it and like
Yes.
I found it. I finally found it. I'm not gonna let it go. Right?
Yeah.
Like this is mine. Like no one else can have it. I'm not sharing. Like it's here for me.
Yeah. Right.
And when you break it down, like you just gotta think of it like a little bunny, and it like hops up to you. And like most people's mistake is like they pick it up and they want to hug it and crush it, and they suffocate it,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
break every bone in its body, and then they try to eat it to put it inside them, so like no one else can have it. And real secure attachment is being like, oh hey bunny, like
sure.
hop away if you want to. Oh, you want to come back, right? You just keep doing that for long enough, and maybe it'll hop in your lap. And even when it's in your lap, that is when all that shit is gonna like be going bonkers inside you.
Mm.
And you just got to be like, hey, what's up bunny? Like you want to hop away, like hop away again. Like you want to come back, like.
Damn.
And just don't eat the fucking bunny. I've eaten
Wow.
a lot of bunnies in my lifetime.
It it definitely happens because think about the moment you're talking about. To me, that's one of the most intense moments. This is why to me this is like if you look at this like warrior shit, you're gonna be in the fight of your life in that moment when you feel all the shit coming up, and that's when like if you have something to go to in that moment, it'll pass. It passes. The back end. This is where the vulnerability comes in. We got the belt for victory to the vulnerable. It's like this is the moment. In this moment, maybe let's keep it real. Maybe it's a 3 to 5 minute moment in the moment. Call it maybe 2 rounds of a fight, or MMA. It's like 1 round. So if you get it down to like, okay, we're aware. I want to heal feelings and like it comes down to just a couple minutes here, right? So you've done all this great work. This is the real shit because you can win this fight really fast, and it's recognize it's there, know it's going to happen, and when it comes up, you've got to surrender to choosing your breath and just feel the feelings. And it's going to feel like an electricity that is, I don't know, it's tough to explain, man, but you got to go through that. Go through it. Do not, the fight is, if I don't project it on whatever this human is that's next to me, that's helping me come out with this. The fight is just go through the experience. And it's a 2 or 3 minute thing, and you can win it just by being with yourself. And I love myself unconditionally. And think of like palms down, right? Like you're gonna feel way beyond, like I'm gonna die, or oh my God, I can't. I'm gonna choose my response. This is where that third level, the gratitude is. It's here. We got to it. What it took to get to this thing that's been laying dormant in you or like sabotaging your life. Here it is, and it's like fighting like a wild beast, and you can be with it. You can tame it. You can learn to like in that moment, in 3 minutes, go through it, and then it'll pass. And then if you do it again, you can do it over and over again. Sometimes you got to eat the bunny first. You gotta,
Yeah.
that's the reality of it. No, this is dude, Joey, this is some real shit, man. Like this is what I'm coaching. It's like that moment. It's a 2 or 3, and we're gearing up for it. There's no way around it. This isn't, oh, it ain't positive. It's going to feel scarier than anything that you got to. And you've already been like, I've already faced what you thought was death. It'll be more, it'll feel like more now because we're in new terrain, right? This is brand new shit. And now, like that, the little you that wants to come out, you're going to have to like grow it in these lightning rounds of these 3-minute moments. And just imagine I'm right by your side. I'm like, okay, you can win this fight. We knew this fight was coming. It's going to be an intense 3 minutes. We've trained for it. I'm going to get out of the round. I'm going to be like, I have to get out of the ring. You have to win this fight by yourself. No one can do it with you. No coach, no app, no human, not even your literal mom or dad, or whatever, like your,
Yeah.
not even them. This is your transformative moment. And so like, know this is it. And whatever you go through it. And this is, I think like in this culture, like, people like their shadow or whatever you fear, or like if I've studied a lot of different religions, you hear about this one, like the valley, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Like that's words that are like you hear, at least I've heard those words a lot. I'm like, this would be that.
Mm-hmm.
In this moment would be like, oh, I'm walking through what really feels like death. Like this is the valley of the shadow of death. But on the back end of that, as you come through, because whatever the words are next, it's something like, I'm safe. And it's like, man, it's true. But like you have to walk through this. So know it's a real fight. And you've been doing work, like what are we, 7 weeks? Like, I think we're 7 or 8 weeks
Yeah,
into
seven
this.
or eight weeks
We have
into
a
it.
fucking podcast. What the fuck, man? Dude, I was just sitting in a car with my friend. And like I was like, my friend needs help. And I was saying, this is how it really works for me. Is like someone's really stuck. And I'm like, let's get through this moment. These moments don't need to be long. Fights are won. Now you train for a fight. The MMA fighter might train for 9 months for 10 minutes. And so that's how intense this shit is. You've trained your life, but you can do what's coming for you next because it's coming. It's
Yeah,
it's coming for you, man.
I think so. One of the important things I think people should hear is that we talk about don't eat the bunny of like when you meet this person or when you are in front of the thing that you want to attain,
Or let's
right?
keep it real. A
But
job, anything in life, anything
anything,
that makes
but
you
it
want to
doesn't.
react.
So I've gone out a few times in the last week, just trying to like we talked about last time, right? When you're like trying to meet people in person, like
Yeah.
you have to create reps, right? So
Yes,
I've
for
like
sure.
gone out purposefully, like with the purpose of like I'm gonna go talk to some. I'm like my goal is to talk to someone to discover, right? And what I found is I was out this place with my friend, and you can still use "Don't Eat the Bunny" in the initial discovery phase because if you see somebody that you want to talk to and then they start engaging with you, like, right, you haven't agreed like, oh, I want to spend time with you, you want to spend time with you haven't been out a lot, like you're just
Sure.
meeting this person for the first time. Like you can still use "Don't Eat the Bunny" because if they start giving you attention, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I got to keep the attention or I got to like think of the next thing to say or whatever. And it's like I've actually used all the tools this night, right? So like on the way to like meet up with my
Yeah.
friend, I was like, okay, like you can just breathe. And like literally like while I was in
Nice, dude.
the play in the bar, I was like, I can control my breath, right? Like that's what I can control. And like
Boom.
I just like felt my energy just be like, oh, like I'm
Wow.
just here. I'm just being present, like just open to whatever. And then,
Damn.
like within when I would talk to somebody, I'd be like, I'm just going to go over and be available and they can choose to do what they want with it. Right.
Mm.
And then if I got some attention, I'd be like, okay, like it's okay to walk away and like, go hang out with my friends for a minute and come back or just like see how that works. And like, I mean, it works. I mean, I had
Damn.
somebody that I met last week. We exchanged numbers and texted a little bit the first few days, and then she didn't really respond. So I just let it go. I was like, okay, good. Like, not hearing anything back. So,
Yeah.
like, next play, let's move on. And then last night, she, like, I don't know, like, hey, what's up? We should hang out sometime. I'm like,
Damn.
okay, let me know your schedule, right? Like, put it back and see what comes back to me. And where before I would probably would have been a little bit more in my head, like,
Dude, think of everything you're just saying. These are such big moments. All those practice moments of like, you feel the reactionary thing, like, oh, someone didn't hit me back. I think like text messaging or messaging is such a great place to train because it's the big unknown, right? Especially like say you're texting someone and then what is it? We're like you can tell they're reading
Like the
it.
little dots.
Yeah, right. There's little dots and then no response. This is a general where a lot of stories come up in our fucking head. People think the worst shit in the world. This is the best time to practice. Oh, great. Here I am, the valley of the shadow. Like I'm in this moment where everything feels like collapsing. I'm gonna breathe. They're welcome to spawn whenever they want. Now it doesn't mean it feels good. We say it composed. I know it's uncomfortable in the moment to do it, but you're coaching yourself through the moment and you're doing really what this is about is who cares how you feel? Good action, good behavior. Like you're aware now of the shit. So as you're making the transformation, it doesn't necessarily feel comfortable or easy, but you're doing the right action. That's the fucking thing. Eventually it feels really good but you got to do the right action at first, and you're doing the right action in that moment. You're making fucking space. What's the affirmation for that? I have some sort of song for that. Damn, I forgot. Step back, make space,
Create a
runway,
runway,
receive grace.
grace.
So in that moment, like dude, in basketball or like sports, like when people are feeling pressured, they step back, right? They don't like go into the madness. They're like, oh, I need to make space. So step back, make space, and then here's the create a runway, receive grace. So with space, shit, grace, and then oh, they called back. And then when they call back, you got to still make space. It's never the go gobble it up, but all these times to practice this in life. You can practice this throughout the day. There's so many moments. For me, a big moment is text messaging because that's when
It
like
is big. Like
it's
it's
a
like
big training
you're like
moment.
send, and then like okay, like some people get really into it. Like my daughter,
Yeah, yeah,
she doesn't have a
yeah,
phone. We haven't given her a phone yet, but she has like a watch,
yeah,
right? Like, and we can control like
yeah,
who can call her, who she can call out to, who she can. It does allow her to text, like who she can receive text from, who she can text to. And when she first got it, there was a friend that she was hanging out with that summer, and like her friend also got a watch or had a
yeah,
phone, but they could communicate. So I talked with the parents. I was like, okay, like we'll put her number on Lainey's phone. And there was one afternoon where like Lainey was like texting her, and it got to dinner time, and she was like, I don't know, like, she hasn't texted me back yet. And like, I could literally
mm,
see, like, this is why you don't give kids phones,
mm,
like young kids phones, because she didn't know how to navigate that, right?
yeah,
Like, their
right,
brains aren't fully developed. And so if you're having a conversation and then all of a sudden there's no conversation, like a 10-year-old, or I don't know, maybe she's eight, like an 8-year-old,
sure,
like can't envision like, okay, maybe her mom told her like done with screen time, maybe
right,
like her family's eating dinner, maybe she had some kind of practice she needed to go to, but in her mind it's like, well, we're just sitting here talking, right, texting,
yeah,
talking, and they would be like you just turning around and walking away and not being like, I have to go, right?
totally. It's a
But
lot.
it's yeah, I mean, like so many stories can be created in that texting scenario.
Stories happen instantaneously. That's how fast this shit is. A lot of this is just slow it the fuck down. Slow. So scared. What about this? You're like, cool. If that's the case, even if that is the case, why would I react like that? Even if that is the case, there's no need for it. And so as you get better at this, the shit is not going to stop outside of you. It's gonna not going to stop. But you start to see this. You can even anticipate when it's coming. And if you look at these like, hey, this is happening anyway. We're training. I signed up for this. Now I got some good practice for it. Dude, you can get better at this shit. Like anyone can get better at this. Anyone can. That's what hit me so hard learning this is like, yes, I can take these vast concepts and make them kind of practical. The idea is it's fucking practical, man. Like this is practical. Me and you have really been getting down for what, 7 weeks maybe? Dude, look where you are in 7 weeks. And that's not because I'm not like, oh, me. I'm like, that's because this shit works. I just was aware of it. I got taught it, like we talked about
Yeah.
back when I was a teenager. My athlete mind was like, dude, I can do this every day. Do I like go through shit? Of course I fucking do. I've just been practicing this stuff a little bit. Am I perfect? No, but it does feel good knowing if you apply it, it works. It really helps knowing like it's okay how you feel. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to be triggered. It's okay to have your stories come up. but just knowing you can choose your response. And then every time you do that, you're creating like an easier time the next time you can do it as well. So you go through it the first time, it'll never be like that again.
I think that's huge. It's
You
like
know?
one of the things we talk about a lot here is the feelings don't ever end,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Like,
part of life.
so we all have things. Like, I have things that have happened to me in my life that, like, this stuff is always going to pop up in certain situations and give me
There's
anxiety
no doubt.
or trigger me or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like, in reality, like, those, the feelings are never going to go away. It's how I, like, it's what I do to choose my response,
Boom.
right? And you can't just, like, this is the whole training part, is if I don't do the work,
Right.
I can never just sit there and be like, oh, well, like, when they come up, I'll just think this, right? It's
Right.
like, that doesn't work. That's like, you know, never stepping on the basketball court, knowing,
Right.
like, oh, I know how to shoot a bat. Like, I've seen someone shoot a basketball. I know what I'm supposed to do.
That's right.
And never having to take a shot and be like, coach, put me in the game. Like, I know what to do when you pass me the ball. Like, you're not going to make a basket,
You got to really
right?
you got to practice at
Like,
this
you got to practice all the time, every day.
every day.
And the,
Every day this is work.
yeah.
Everyday work.
And the one thing that I think, especially with things like don't eat the bunny, or the idea of like don't eat the bunny, and just being able to be cool with
Yeah.
everything and kind of like creating that space,
Mm.
is just keep living your life,
Boom.
right? Like,
Onward and forward, right?
yeah, like,
Just keep it moving.
it's like, hey, I'm driving this bus. If you want to hop on and like be on my bus, like, you're welcome to be on my bus, but like, I'm moving.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop and disrupt whatever I have going on to, you know, try and attract a certain thing or this or that. Like, I might stop at a bus stop and holler at you, like,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Hell yeah.
you know, see what's going
Yeah.
on. But like, I'm moving, let's move together.
Yeah.
And like, just never stop living your life. The more, and it's actually more attractive to people, right? Like, um, if you're just out there, like, you're, you know, like this last week, I feel like was really great because I was like, I created space for me to do more things, right? Like, I had the work stuff that I'm working on, like, we did our thing.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I went out and just drove to Marin and took photos one afternoon, and then it got dark, and I came back and like took photos of the Golden Gate Bridge at night with the city in the background. Like, that's what kind of fills my cup. And then the last 2 days I've been at the Cal Swim Meet, and like, Speaker Aquatic Center at Cal Berkeley's campus is one of my favorite places on this earth. And not only did I get to be there watching a swim meet for 2 days in a row, but I was invited by the coaching staff to come down on deck, go walk around wherever I wanted to, and take photos. Like, and that was just like my cup is so full right now, right? And then just having other conversations with people, and like, I'm just like living life. And I think like what happened last night, all these people started calling me, texting me, and like trying to reconnect in different ways. It's like, just live your life. And then when it happens, it happens. And if it continues, great. If it, you know, they fall off of communication, just let that happen. And like, people can feel that energy.
Damn, dude, you're so on it, dude. Like a good visual that I get from this is like, okay, you got to stay unattached, right? The letting, and then every day you got to let it go, because these attachments. I look at like stories, like you're the swordless samurai, and these stories just they fly in and try to attach, and you're just like every day cutting loose from the stories, so you can just move and flow with life. Life is moving and flow. Now, even fucking science knows this thing is vibrating and moving. This is a frequency. Everyone's pretty much aware of that, you know. And like if we can keep ourselves moving, and then someone else wants to be moving in their own flow. Everyone's got to be moving, taking care of their own self. We can like share with people, but every day you're going to be like letting go of stories. And that you're going to feel the attachments. It's crazy when I work with athletes, they're always like, how do I know I'm getting better? I'm like, you pick up the stories earlier. So you pick it up quick. So by the time you're like, don't eat the bunny, and you're like, there's a fucking bunny. And like, maybe it caught you off guard. You're like, as you get more skilled with this, you're like, I anticipate there might be a lot of stuff showing up here, a lot of stories showing up, because I'm making a lot of space. And so stuff might come up. When it does, Grateful it's here. Let me see if I can like practice this stuff. And you don't get caught up in it as much, but you'll it's a lot of work to like shed these stories, the old belief systems, because as you what I've noticed as you do it, say if you're 7 weeks in it, like the way I playfully like look at this is like, oh, it's going to be tested. It'll be tested. Of course it will, because it has to be tested to see like, and that this is where like devotion is super important. Devotion or dedication, or like, okay, let me like devote myself to like if I can become aware of some sort of attachment is here, some sort of weight, some sort of story. Because the more you do this, like more abundance comes in your life. And say, I'm just saying, for example, say you're like, hey, I really want to create like wealth in my life. And you're like, man, it feels so exciting, like to think of making $1 million, and you're like abundant and there's no attachments. And then like $1 million comes into your life, right? Whoop! This tends to be the reaction to it. I don't want to fucking lose it. I'm like, well, how'd you get it? Did you get it like this? No, you get it through learning to stay open. Be like, I don't want to lose it. But like, oh, it's already gone if we do this. Just like attracting a great relationship or something. Once it really shows, and if you can do it, say for $1 million, make space. Next time a million shows up, you're like, yeah, it's not that bad. I can do it for 10 million. So a great relationship comes in. Hey, I can make space for it for a year. Well, let's see if we can do it for a couple years. I don't know, but it's a practice, man. We're all in it together practicing. And stories, fuck, man, stories pop up. They come out of nowhere, and I've noticed you don't get a warning for stories. You can
No.
try to anticipate them, right? But
Like
like
you say, it's never scheduled. Like, oh, I'm gonna show up at Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Like,
no,
put it on your calendar.
it this isn't sports. This isn't seven. Yeah, this is real. This is a fight, and so it's going to come out of nowhere. And then a lot of times I've noticed it'll come when you're most vulnerable. So say you're feeling tired, or maybe you're feeling just a little weak, or some emotional things are happening. It'll be like, hey, how you doing? Like it'll come because it's going to hit you while you're weak, and so know that too. When you're feeling vibrant and think, a lot of times it tends to shy away, but it'll be there when you're like, for some reason I'm really really triggered right now. Like worse than it'll be like, oh, there it is. It'll pop up in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be like if you're looking for warrior shit, this is where you turn it on. In those little 2 or 3 minute moments, once I figured out you can win a fight in 3 minutes. This isn't some drawn out 10-minute fucking therapy. This is like this. The therapy got us to like, oh, we can. This is the fight right here. We're aware. We got it. Let's rock. Like, wake up. It'll smack you when you're down, and you're like, hey, for 3 minutes, I got to do it right now. I got to do it. Whenever that shit is, just go for that, Joey. Like, whenever that shit comes for you, it might be during like you're doing work with a friend. It'll come at a weird ass time. In that moment, though,
Like, yeah.
that's it.
One of the things with Don't Eat the Bunny is I've been thinking about is why are people like if people are reacting that way, you can have those reactions, and you can react in healthy ways, right? And you can screw up, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
you can eat the bunny.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Like you've told me before, like
Oh, it
sometimes you just
happens.
have to crash and burn. I definitely crashed and burned, but like you can do it in healthy ways. Like you eat the bunny in healthy ways, and you can eat the bunny in non-healthy ways. And since we did our episode on dating apps, I've been talking to a lot of
Yeah.
female friends
Okay.
who have horror stories
Fuck.
about using dating apps,
Okay.
and just the unhealthy ways that men communicate with them. And some of it is like they see someone, and we're talking like
Dude.
unsolicited dick pics. We're talking like
Terrible.
asking for photos repeatedly after being said no.
Yeah.
Um, last night, someone told me like one guy like was like, "Well, I don't want to be catfished," and so he like literally showed up at her gym to see if she was real. I'm trying to think of other ones, but like it's nuts. And what is really sad to me is that when you talk to women, like if you just say like, "Hey, what's
Man.
your experience on dating apps? Tell me some bad stories." Every woman I've talked to doesn't have just one. It is multiple stories. And so what are men doing? Because this has to be tied to Don't Eat the Bunny, right?
Yeah,
Like you start communicating with a woman,
dude,
they're
let's just
right in
help
front
men
of
out
you.
right away.
Like, how do we? It's a problem. It is.
It's
It is.
it's a real
It's a
problem.
real problem that I've been hearing about,
Okay.
and I like. How do we? What do we say to guys out there that like are just doing stupid shit and like
Okay.
not respecting women?
Dude, we got to first of all, this I'm an uncontrollable optimist. That's different than positive, right? So positive is everything's going great. We're like, this isn't positive. Everything is fucking this is trash, right? This is horrible. The optimism is in me is, oh my God, men, or if you like the very first thing you can do, and this is amazing, is get rejected well. Miss really well. And this is where we can learn from athletes, people who train, who perform. It's like, look, this isn't about everything going my way. This is watch how well I handle when it doesn't go my way. I've talked with many women who were like, wow, the way this person handled rejection or handled a no blew me away. And maybe that wasn't the right romantic fit, but it opened up a level of safety of like, wow, impressive. And so I think right off the bat, in that moment, this is the big don't eat the bunny moment. Like this might be the biggest don't eat the bunny moment. You're on the app, you connect with someone, right? All your fucking stories come up, and you're just trying. Send this picture, or whatever. Like, and you're just acting in that moment. If you can in that moment say, listen, all I got to do right now, this is real. So this is your warrior fucking moment. If you're like a masculine crisis, there's no fucking crisis. This is where you fucking train. There's no fucking crisis. This is it. I mean, I guess there is a crisis, but I'm saying like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get, you know, and I'm like, this is your moment to be a fucking warrior because this is when you're really scared, and they're literally trying to squash something outside to try to go away. So you just in this moment, let's train, and you can do so well, so fucking fast, man out there. You can do so well, so fast, just for 2 minutes. Do the 4-7-8 breath. Whatever's coming up for you, instead of reacting, whatever that is, whatever, like send a pic, reacting, stalking someone, like whatever it is. If you say, in this moment, I actually get to be a warrior in this moment, I'm going to fucking just breathe for 2 minutes. Breathe till at least it's calmed down. I'm going to win that fight. So I don't go act on this. We act on this, we're gone. Like there's no story that ends like that worked out really well. And just to be frank, you come off just like a weak motherfucker who's fucking gone, dog, who's lost. But the good news is, chances are you've never been trained in this. Most people haven't. This is my compassion for people. They've never been trained in this. Who fucking knows? So let's have a real outlet to practice this stuff. 2 or 3 moments though. Go get rejected on the dating app and just try. If your any communication is, I totally understand. Thanks for your time. I totally understand. Best of luck. Something. If you're gonna do something, it's got to be genuine, not snarky, not fucking
Right.
weird. It has to be. You have to genuinely be a warrior in this fucking moment and slay the thing inside of you that's acting like a little fucking coward. And you got to do it. So just breathe. 4-7-8 is real, right? This is what helped you out. Just inhale slow, hold it. Hold it for a while. If you're feeling tense and electric, hold it for a while. Shift that, really just keep holding. If you're still fucking holding it for another 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you're okay. And then exhale slow as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, control the
Yeah.
exhale like this is the training of your shit that's gonna go act and ruin it all. Slow it down. Like fight like a fucking warrior. Anything you admired, anyone, like this is your moment. And as you're exhaling at the end, if you're still feeling like I just gotta go squash it, do that fucking breath again. Do it again. Inhale slow as you can and hold at the top. And hold at the top. You are in a fight. And you have to win this fight. And then exhale as slow as you fucking can. We're maybe 30 seconds in, 45. We're in like a real fight. Watch a real fight. It's not long. 45 seconds in a real fight's a long fucking time. People going for it. And if you get to the bottom of the exhale, and on this text was some sort of rejection you got to deal with, and you still feel like fucking do it again.
And like put your fucking phone away. Like
Yeah,
that's
win
the
this
shit
shit.
that like amazes me is like it's not like you're standing in front of this person in real time, right? Like
Yeah.
you are
Yes.
like texting
Yes.
them or sending messages back and forth.
Telling me.
And
Yes.
one of the things, like you say, learn how to get rejected well.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing that I hear from women who are on dating apps. It's like they might go out for a date or meet somebody or just be, like chatting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the guy would be like, so do you want to like see me again, or do you want to go out again or whatever? And the woman would be like, I just don't think it's the right fit. And they take it so personally, and they're like,
Sure.
a lot of times what I hear is like men will try and turn it around. Like, I guess maybe this is like the mansplaining of rejection in relationships. Like, if you were a woman, you were like, hey Joey, like, I don't think this is gonna work, like, we're just not a great fit.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the reaction is like, oh well, like, you're not that pretty anyways, and I don't think that I like you. Like, they'll turn it around and
Sure.
try and make it so that like they're the one that's
Yeah.
ending the thing. And they get like really nasty and like it's just uncalled for. Like,
It's terrible, dude.
just
I'm okay. I'm telling you, in that moment, man, you can do it. You can win everything you want in that moment if you recognize that flash impulse to be defensive, right? It's because you don't want to feel vulnerable, right? Oh, it's uncomfortable. It's scary. This is your manly fucking moment. This is it. Don't throw that opportunity away. This is your moment to be a fucking man. It's way different than what you thought. It's way different than how it was explained to you. This is fucking it. Hey, you're not the right fit. I don't think this is right for us. I totally understand. Inside, it's going to feel like a goddamn, like when the first time I was doing this or really trying it with someone I really cared for, I collapsed. I was on the phone and I'm like, hey, I'd like to be with you. Like, I'd really like to be with someone I was like in love with. I'd like to be with you. She was like, this isn't right for me. I'd like to just, be friends. And I felt I was like lightning bolts, like wow. And I knew this was my moment. And I said, okay. And this is what I went to. I was like, okay, total acceptance. I was like, I don't understand how this works because I can't imagine how this works. But right now, I just got to let go and go to something bigger. I totally understand what I'm feeling, the craziest feeling, right? I collapse the ground. I get off the phone so I don't push it on her. I get on the phone and you just go through it. You go through it. Crying. I go through all the emotion, all the feeling, all of it. And inside, while I'm going through that, I'm also like, wow, you did it. You really put it on the line. Like you really did it. Like you did what was the right move and then chose your response after. And like you're vulnerable, it's uncomfortable and you feel lost in life. Yet you in that moment you did all the right actions. You just have to go through that experience. Um, that woman ended up becoming my wife, right? So that ended up becoming that was the love of my life who's here now. But like what that did was she was like, whoa, I learned so much about you in that moment because you know
you just
the
let
story was it wasn't the right moment for us in that moment in our lives. In her mind it was like, oh well, maybe later we could do this. She didn't say that part out loud, so I had to live with. She's like, no, this isn't it. And I was like, okay, I did it. Like, and I did it and just made space. And I would say this was some of the most, in my mind, work I'm most impressed with myself in my life because I wanted to collapse beyond collapse, like just wanted to disintegrate from life
it. Hmm.
and just evaporate from the world because I'm like, holy shit, like I'm really in, like this is it, and I could feel everything wanting to collapse. And then a part of me was like, just as as you got through the first minute, then you could get through 10 minutes. It was real shit, right? Then you get through 20 minutes, and you get now, okay, I get to an hour. Okay, I made it to an hour. How are you feeling? Horrible, like so lonely, so vulnerable, so open, but like the actions were right. What I don't know is in the universe, in the world, doing amazing work, right? I don't know that. I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna vomit and cry all night. That's the experience. Just like apparently like an incredible workout. You're like, oh, what you just did was very. I don't get to know this. You'll have to go into acceptance. This is my real life, right? I don't know what works out. I don't know if she wants to be with me later on down the road. I don't know any of that. I'm just like, I know I did the right thing. And then my mind was like, well, okay, I don't know where this goes, but kind of like you go into the wonder. You're like, okay, because I like, okay,
Like,
let's go into the wonder because I really can't even comprehend it. And I was just like, at least I didn't eat her. And where my mind went was, I know love exists. This is cool. Apparently, it's not with her, but I know this is real. I can feel it. And so I felt some gratitude. I was like, I'm grateful that I know this exists in life. I'm not supposed to be with her. I don't know why, but I know this exists in the world. I know this exists. Um, and then again, like I said, that ended up becoming my wife, and we've been together for almost 20 years. Got married at O'Donnell's house. You know this
yeah.
shit, man. Like you've all this stuff, but like you really want to make space for love. It's going to be required for you to like face whatever it is you got to face, and even when love shows up, that you may not even be. Like she was in my life as a friend, but it was like I had to make space. But like that was the ultimate. I'm going back, just getting rejected, right? Going back. What the fuck are we doing on apps? Getting rejected and like fuck you, man. That's your moment to handle. That moment can make someone feel so safe. So if you frame it from I'm just doing discovery, watch how well I miss here. Watch how well I choose my response. What's that showing? You got emotional intelligence. What's that showing? You're in total fucking control. What's that showing? I got to be aware of this word, but you're showing you're an alpha. An alpha is not a male. It's energetically you know how to like vibrate at a high level. That's an alpha. Most of the alphas I've ever met were all women. Just so you know, right? Just so you know, they're all women. But in that moment, if you happen to be, like that's an alpha moment, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm taming the fucking beast right now. So this helped me out when my teacher helped me with this moment. Was like, so I don't just react and crush everything and kill it, which means you're really scared and you're really weak and it's fragile. Tame the beast. Whatever that thing is that wants to lash out. Hey, I don't want to go on a date with you. Well, fuck you, bitch. I don't want to go on a date with you, right? That thing that's reacting like that, sit it the fuck down. So this is where like whatever that thing is, that thing that thinks it's tough, that thinks it's a bad motherfucker. For me, that thing, my first teacher was like, visualize it. I visualized it like I said, what does it look like? And I was like, what are you talking about? You're weird. And I was like, oh, it's a lion. And she was like, have you ever told the lion to sit down? And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, tell us to sit his ass down. And I closed my eyes and I visualized the lion sitting down. And she was like, look how happy it is. You're fine. You're in charge. And I was like, oh, I was just letting the lion eat all the bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just terrible. Like whatever that means, like hurting.
Just carnage.
Yeah, creating a wake of destruction energetically, of pain, all kinds of damage, right? And then someone tells me to train it and you're like, damn, I wish I knew to train it earlier. It's okay. It's okay. So if you're out there, man, doing stupid shit on apps, right now, let's tame that lion. Like just right now, and you'll have to. I've worked with a bunch of dudes that doing life in prison, real shit, right? And working on them, and they're like, Graham, a lot of them. That's funny. You get 25, 30 years of doing this. They're like enlightened beings, and they're like, I've killed people, and if I get a chance to come out, I have a lot of landmines I planted that I got to go heal those landmines, and so they own their shit. Right? They own it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're talking about, and that's an extreme example. Someone on an app just says no to you. Great. It's not life or death. So let's use this to practice. That lion that wants to come out and eat that bunny because it's so fucking hurt. Let's tame that lion. Start with that. Yes, you're a bad motherfucker. Now you're way more badass when that lion is tame. And then with that person who's like, you're not for me, and you have grace in that moment, and you sit your lion down, even if you're feeling it, you are powerful in that moment. You are an alpha. And even if you're not the right fit, that person might look at you and be like, okay, like,
yeah, like, okay, like
hey,
that was a good
that's an actual offering. So maybe I don't see where
you're creating like universal currency, right? Energy.
Bingo.
Like you give that energy to somebody,
Bingo.
they recognize that,
Bingo.
and you're like, that's going to come back to you.
Bingo.
And I think,
Bingo.
like the other
The
thing,
lion's real though. Like, and if you let that
right.
lion go attack, the most savage shit in the world is a rogue, angry lion. Rogue, angry lions get killed.
Yep.
Packs kill them because they're not safe. They're just angry and solo doing their own thing. If you can't be a part of the group, it ain't going to work. So just getting rejected well, I'm telling you, just get fucking rejected well. All your shit comes up, you're doing the 4-7-8. You're like, I'll do this shit for 5 straight fucking minutes. That's how in shape I am mentally. I'll go through the whole fight and not let my lion, because letting your lion attack you is stupid. That's not the attack. That's not the fight. Training it, sitting it, because there'll be a time to use all this firepower where and you did well, where after you use the firepower, the entire surroundings or whoever it's with, everything is uplifted. Right. That's when you've used the firepower right.
Like you feel good.
Oh yeah, like let the savage beast go. And after, this might sound corny, the children are safer. If it's a woman you're wanting to connect with, she's like, well, I feel much safer. Then you have won the fight. And that thing, you have shown how to fight. You attack the thing because you're scared that brought that out of you. You are dangerous to everything. And if you're playing the victim role in that moment, you can't do it. This is where we walk into that vulnerability like a warrior. It's going, because you're a tough guy. Here we go. This is your tough guy moment, right? And all we got to do is breathe, and we can do that. I'm telling you, you'll get an easy win. And the win will just be, holy shit, I didn't eat. And you're lying. That part, really, you will respect yourself more. You don't respect yourself when you do that with that action. When you yell at the person like that or do that, you don't respect yourself later. You know deep down that doesn't feel good. You don't feel powerful. You don't feel strong. The wake of that 12 hours later isn't amazing. 12 months later, you're not heralded. 24 months later, you're not saluted with awards. You're not alpha. You're not alpha on any level by any means. It's the most non-alpha shit. Alphas sacrifice themselves first for the safety of everything else. That's an alpha. In this moment, I'm getting rejected. All my real scared shit's coming up. Let me make sure everyone else is safe. Let me show you some alpha shit. Totally understand why you're saying that. I love myself unconditionally. Hey, have a great day, Queen. Have a wonderful day, Queen. Thank you. I got some stuff to work on. Now you are an alpha in that moment, for sure, for sure. And she's like, wow, you're not my like romantic partner, but you're a fucking alpha, that's for sure.
That's amazing.
Meet my friend Carol or what,
Right, like it just
because
keeps
now I
going.
want to share because you okay. Hey, come to this party. No, we're not the right fit. Oh, of course. Come to this party. Thank you, Queen. Okay, I'll come. Shit. That might be your wingman now.
Yeah.
The lady who rejects you might be like, well, you got rejected so well. Like, look, you can't force a fit. So like, this ain't the fit. But like, wow, you're safe. Carol, come hang out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And you get to experience. And so now we go, this is the levels to the game, from reacting to responding to receiving. The reacting is fuck you, bitch. The responding is let me own my shit. And the receiving is, damn, I didn't see any of that coming. She invited me to a party later and ended up meeting Tracy and Carol. Amazing. And I handled the rejection well. I got to go to a party. That's receiving. So from reacting to responding to receiving, from fear to faith to freedom. The fear is, I'm getting rejected. The faith is the same feeling. You're like, let's get rejected. Because if you're smart here, let me show you how I get rejected. It's actually an opportunity. Let me show you how I get rejected. I can actually get rejected really fucking well. To me, that's more impressive than not getting rejected. Like, that's when you're like, damn, because you know what? No one's doing this. So,
Yeah.
men, like, you have I'm telling you, you got a fucking chance. Do this shit. You can do it. We can all, you can practice it, try it. You got to practice. You got to try. That's how you know you don't have to be born with it. But if you're tuned into this now, you're aware now. It's awareness will activate your ability, but then it's repetition retains the realization. Get some reps. So let's go get rejected on an app 10 times today. Right? Now we're not trying to get a date. I'm like, I want to get rejected really well. If I end up connecting with someone, I'm going to go into discovery anyway. It's not a date. Let me check it out. But let's go miss 10 times. And I mean this with sincerity. Of course, the goal is not to miss, but this is what you learn with great performers. They miss most of the time, right? I'm talking about anything in life, like a hedge fund investor, an athlete, fucking a scientist. Like how many times you do something and you're like, it's all off, but like you're getting closer, right? You're getting closer. So like, it's like how you look at this is so important.
We talk about like vulnerability in those moments. I
Come on.
think when people hear the word vulnerability, a lot of times they associate it with an interaction between two people, right? Like
Yeah.
you say like, oh, it's okay, like go be vulnerable with that person. It means like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm going to go communicate and share something personal. Like in these moments, vulnerability is with yourself. And I think that's where people have such a hard time dealing with it. Like, right, you shared your story. Like
Come on.
you're on the ground, you like hang up, you're on the ground crying, like going through all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like that is being vulnerable with yourself. I think the reason that maybe guys respond this way is like they can't even be vulnerable with themselves because they can't acknowledge like
Yeah.
being rejected brings up feelings from whatever happened in my
Totally.
past where I feel X, Y, and Z. And so I'm just going to be angry. Right. And if I'm angry, I'm setting up a wall and like they can't get through me and I can't get through them and whatever. And we talked about this on the dating app episode. So many women want someone who's emotionally available. And
Yeah.
if you're doing this, like, what are you do? Like, what are you doing? Are you really showing that you can handle like right like it's like an audition, right? Like if she says no, like she like with Tina, like
Yeah.
she might say no in this moment, but you never know when someone's going to come back around. And so if you react like that, the chance that that person's going to come back around is probably going to be zero, right? Like
Ooh.
unless they haven't worked on themselves and they have some unhealthy boundaries and stuff like that.
Well, I
But if
mean, you're scaring them.
right? And I'm like I've been on these dating apps, I've been
Yeah.
screenshotting profiles because I want to talk to you know, like if we end up talking to, you know, somebody who works for an app
Dude,
company.
we should help some people get rejected. We should
So
show people how to get
we
rejected.
should. So like listen to this. Here's these I'm looking this these are other women's profiles that I've screenshotted for the purpose of like sending this message on the show.
Okay.
I'm looking for someone emotionally available, curious about the world, generally is right. Like someone who's emotionally available. Next one. Green flags I look for: self awareness, empathy, and someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously.
Okay.
The way to win me over is having consistency, emotional availability, and actually meaning what you say.
Okay.
Um, I love depth and laughter equally. I enjoy staying active, exploring new places, and meaningful connections over good food. Looking for a genuine connection with someone kind, grounded, emotionally available, and self aware. Last one I'll read. I'm looking for a family oriented man who values faith, loyalty, emotional maturity, and real partnership. Emotional maturity to me looks like accountability, calm communication,
Mm.
and the ability to repair instead of withdraw. Like
Damn, dude,
women
that
are
was,
writing this on their profiles, and if you react like that, you are just not paying attention to any of this.
dude. I mean this
Like that, like
come on.
is there is right there. Like
So the compassion is people weren't taught this stuff. Again, that's where I lucked in. I got taught this stuff. You got to practice it. These moments on the apps, this is the moment to practice it. This is the moment, like, get rejected well. Choose your response. Be in there that moment. Just that. Now you don't have to say you're emotionally intelligent. You're showing it. Without saying words, you can feel this.
mm-hmm.
You can feel it, and you'll have to have grace. And you just onward and forward. Keep it moving. Keep it moving onward and forward. If the story is, I got to stay stuck and like work this out, you already did the work. You chose your response. You're doing it. Onward and forward. Keep going, right? So now you're driving your bus and now you're not going to lose yourself anyway, because if that person wants to connect with you, you got to keep moving together anyway. So it's a practice of moving and going, hey, and reward yourself every time you tame your lion. Have we done this little this meditation?
I don't think so.
Dude, let's just do it right
Okay,
now.
let's do it.
Let's tame the lion. All right. So invite you to close your eyes. Good job. We're going to set our intention here. This is all about, playfully not eating the bunny. Little bunny comes around the lion. Just having that lion just learn to sit real still when that little bunny comes around in whatever form it comes around, however electric it is. And let's start with our breath, Joey. Let's do a little exhale together. Let's get lined up. We can do our 4, 7, 8. Ready? Let's exhale it out. Exhale it all out for 3, 2, 1. And now inhale, nice and slow. 1. Just nice inhale. Keep it moving all the way. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. And then hold it at the top. Good work here. Good hold. You're already taming the energy. Beautiful work. And then slowly exhale. Slow, yeah, on your own pace. We're not even going to count now. Just slow exhale. Just like that. Beautiful work. And then, Joey, whenever you're ready, you just keep going forward on your own rhythm now. Inhale whenever it feels right to you. Feel your belly expand. You're inhaling deep, right? Diaphragm breathing. This is physical in nature. And then whenever you want to, just hold at the top. And that's just like you're really training your lion when you hold. And then the slow exhale whenever you're ready. And I want you to visualize right now. I want you to see yourself in a big, beautiful open field. You can hear the birds chirping in the background here. Just a beautiful nature. And as you're looking over the field, you can imagine the field as, maybe we'll look at that like the dating apps. And I want you to notice you're putting yourself out. And a little bunny hops on that field, a little something. And it's amazing. It's everything you've ever wanted. And there it comes. And you can feel a magnetic pull. You can feel like a tunnel vision almost starting, of like everything just zeroing in on this bunny. And it's getting small. And you catch yourself. And you take a breath. And you step back. You make space. You open up a little bit. And all of a sudden you come back. And now that bunny's just free to play on the field, do whatever it wants. And I want you to notice that you are a powerful lion, incredibly powerful lion. The fact that this bunny is on this field, you're already doing a great job. And just notice, keep it real. Notice all the little reactions that wants to rush at it, that wants to go grab it. Maybe you're feeling some of that. And all of this training today is just to practice getting rejected. We want the bunny to do this so we can practice taming ourselves, and you're doing a great job. And I want you to notice that bunny's coming closer and closer to you. It's like right in front of you now. It's right there. And it looks you in the eyes. It's the most perfect bunny, the most beautiful bunny you've ever seen. It's everything you've ever wanted. It looks you in the eyes and it says, "You're not for me. No, thank you." And as soon as it says that, feel the electricity. You're getting rejected. You're feeling it right now. And as you're feeling this real primal feeling and you want to reach out and not lose it, you feel scared, you feel fearful. But instead of acting on that, you just take your breath, big, powerful lion. You just breathe like you're breathing right now. And you look that bunny in the eye, calm as can be, and you say, "I totally understand. Thank you for your time. You're welcome to come on this field whenever you want." And you see that bunny feel so safe, and you have a real connection with it. In this rejection, there's a connection. And it's actually not a rejection, it's a connection. That bunny says, "Thank you, powerful lion, I see you." And that bunny hops off and scampers wherever it wants to go. And you just move onward and forward in life. And in your mind, I want you to tell yourself right now, "I handle rejection really well. When I get said no, when I get rejected, it's an opportunity for me to show grace. When I get rejected, it's an opportunity for me to show I'm an alpha as I breathe and be. I let the bunnies be free." And just bringing your awareness back to your breath. Find your breath. Take a few breaths, starting to bring yourself back, Joey. And whenever you feel ready, just open your eyes back up. Beautiful work. Great job, big lion.
Wow.
Good job.
That was I had like a lot of different thoughts in those moments. The first one is I have been, doing relaxation visualization exercises for a long time, basically like, within the sports
Yeah.
realm. The one thing I've never done is visualize losing.
Yeah.
But I think like just in an athlete realm, that could be so important, right? Like visualize when it doesn't go well.
Come on.
Because so many people just teach like visualize like abundance,
Yeah, right.
visualize like blah blah. Well, then you're not ready for like there's in the sports world that like even if you dominate, like your body ages. There will
Yeah.
always at some point
That's
be
right,
someone
man.
who can beat you.
That's right.
So that was the first one. It's like wow, like I've never visualized losing before, and like then it was like visualizing that bunny hop around in the field and not being like, "Come over here, I want to like blah, blah, blah." Like I was just like living in the wonder of like watching the
Yeah,
bunny
right.
hop around, like being present of like there's this beautiful bunny just hopping around in front of me,
Damn.
and like I have no expectations of what it's gonna do or what's and like the bunny actually became more attractive to me, like cuter, right?
Yeah,
Like
right.
like I wanted to like see and interact and let the bunny be more because it was
Yeah.
like I could notice it, and then when it like hopped up and you were like, and now it says like you're not the one. I was like, ooh,
Stings a little, huh?
ooh, like I so wanted to like
I wanted you to
I
be the one.
wanted to be the one, right? And then when you just kind of like let it hop away and hop around, there was like I could feel it. There was like I was trying to put a little space, emotional space between it,
Mm-hmm.
and then towards the end, I was just like, oh, like there will be more bunnies that hop in this field,
Yeah.
right? Like, and the bunny now the bunny also knows like my field is safe for it to come back to. And
Bingo.
I don't know. I'll look at the footage once I go back and we start editing this episode. But I think one of the things, because I could feel my face change. I think
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to show people like. I think you could probably see all those
Yeah.
emotions that I described like on my face. So I'm gonna maybe we'll do like a split screen thing or try and figure
This is
something out.
it's real training. I appreciate visualizing, like I said, positivity but optimism and positivity is different. So we're not just going to put you in all positive situations. You got to be in real shit. Like you don't just get on and be like, "Damn, magically just everyone accepted me, found the love of my life." Like that's not reality. It's man, if I get really good at missing, one, if I can show up, I'm safe. I'm going to attract something that's really profound because being safe is it. But you got to practice this shit. And I don't think we're taught that a lot in a society that says, don't make mistakes, don't get rejected, don't fail. We're like, no, fucking fail well. It's not even failing. Again, if a baby is learning to walk and it's falling and then crawling, learning to stand tall, is it failing? No. It's fucking, this is the process of greatness. So this is just greatness. And sometimes people will like, I've been doing the mental performance for so long, they'll be like, oh my God, like if I visualize making a mistake or failing, like, does that like make it like it's gonna happen? And I'm like, you're already fucking thinking about it anyway. So don't worry, we're acknowledging a truth that's in there. And when we can actually go into the thing you're most afraid of, it opens you up to operate from a place of not fear. Like this is the total acceptance. So for like if your fear is this incredible bunny who feels like this is exactly what I want, good. It's gonna tell you no. It's gonna tell you no. And this is the whole thing. Great, let's go experience that. Because if it's the right one anyway, do you think you have to get it through fear? Do you think that's gonna work?
Well, not only that,
No.
but do you really want to be with someone who doesn't think it's
You
the
see?
like?
Not at
Why are you
all.
trying to force that?
Not at all. Clearly, any exploration, quickly you recognize you're just scared or there's something that's happened. And this is that chance in that moment. This is the I love myself unconditionally. This is your warrior moment. You've got the breath. Go to it. And I'm telling you, this is your big win. You can get a win here. Like the win is waiting for you. Get rejected well. And I know this feels weird. It was weird when I was teaching it to hoopers, and they're like, why are you teaching me to miss? And now those same hoopers are the best in the world. The best in the world at it, right? The best in the world. Doing stuff that people are like, that's impossible. It's totally possible. None of this is a quick fix. None of this is overnight success. None of this is I do it once, then where's the thing? Let's do it every day. Let's go do this 10 times. Start with that. Start there. Pretty sure we can go get rejected on an app 10 times.
We've been talking a while about like this battle with getting rejected, but this also just prepares you for the feelings that are going to come up when you see the bunny that you want to be, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
when you see a bunny that's like, hey, let's get together.
Let's
Like,
get
and you
together.
go on a few dates and like now you're in it, right?
Now we're in it.
Like now all that attachment, all the connection is
Yeah.
like intensified, and you're in front of this bunny and you have this opportunity to be around this beautiful being, right? And if you
Ooh.
can work on being okay and being rejected well, like all of this translate everything we talk about, right? Loving yourself unconditionally, battling stories, feeling the feelings in your body, um, how to go up and talk to someone, being getting rejected, all leads to the point where like that person is now you have decided like, yes, let's be together. She consents to that and
Yeah.
agrees, and it's mutual, and like now you're in this space where you have like it's your collective field, and the bunny is hopping around and it comes and sits on your lap, and you have to not eat it, right? Like everything we're talking about is preparing you for that moment to not eat that bunny, because there's different kinds. Like I think that's the thing that people need to understand is like there are different kinds of bunnies out there.
Sure.
But then when you have agreed mutually to be in some kind of relationship,
Yeah.
to not be able to eat the bunny and consume the bunny and just let the bunny be who they are,
Oh,
right? Like
dude,
that,
there it is.
like that to me is like reaching another level. And I think that's something we should talk about too is I like to call it relationship grilled cheese,
Okay,
right?
let's
So
go.
relationship grilled cheese is
Uh-huh.
when two people get into a relationship
Yeah.
and they get melted together to the point where they lose a little bit of individuality and you don't know where one of you begins and the other one
Yeah,
ends,
there we
right?
go.
But I think that's for the next episode. Uh,
Perfect segue.
it is. Let's wrap this one up. If we can talk about 3 skills that we can give people in whatever stage and whatever bunny that they have
Yeah.
so that they can not eat the bunny. I know you talked about breathing
Yep.
is one of them. And what are 2 other
Look, we'll
things that we do?
start with this. I signed up for this, so embrace all this. Let's go miss really well. So philosophically, if the word's rejected, miss, fail, whatever it is, let's go do that well. So we're going to embrace this thing. We're not trying to avoid it or any of that. We're going to go embrace it and do it well. So start with that, right? And be like, good, these bunnies are going to come around and be like, you're not the right one. You're like, good, I get to practice making them feel safe. And I can make them feel safe because I'm going to feel in terror. I got to love myself in this moment. So I signed up for it. I want to get rejected well. In the moment of rejection, for this 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to breathe. And to coach myself through it, I love myself unconditionally. So you're doing your breath in, hold, slow exhale. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. That's the work. Real tools. And that's it. And then we got to move on.
I love what you said is focus on making the bunny feel safe, right? That's a skill that if
Skill.
you can work on getting rejected, like if you when you get into that relationship, it's not like the rejection is going to stop. Your
No,
stories are going to come up. They're going to disagree with you.
it's
Like
just getting
you're
started.
going to get into some disagreements.
Yes.
And the key is in those disagreements with the bunny that has agreed to be with you, finding a way to handle your stories in a way that makes them feel safe. And I think when you look at all those different profiles that I read where women want, emotional
Yeah.
availability and
Yeah.
emotional intelligence, like they want they want men, they're looking for men who are able to handle their emotions
Yeah.
in a way that make them feel safe.
Straight up. I mean, and you can do it just by doing these. You can win this in 2 or 3 minutes. It's going to be electric. It's going to be fun because you get to feel like warrior. If that's what you've never experienced before and you've never experienced self love and you've dealt with some trauma, well, here we go. Like this is right for you. This is totally doable, and you can do it in this world. Everyone can. Everyone can. It's practical. Whether you're 15 years old right now, 65 years old right now, whatever. This is completely doable in practice, and this does lead right to the next show, which is okay. Bunny came up. It was one I liked. She said, "I like you too," and and now here we go.
All
Now
right.
now how do we live? How do we live together in a way where we don't lose ourselves, and we can hold our own space but still share space with someone else? I love. And speaking of grilled cheese sounds really good right now. Actually,
I know. We got to take a little pause. We're
gotta eat
going to come
lunch.
back at you with the next episode, but thank you for joining us. Keep sending us questions. Keep giving us comments. Look for the website. We're going to build that up with some
Yeah.
resources for everybody. And we'll be back in a minute with relationship grilled cheese.
So episode 7, right? Would
Episode
that be
7. Yeah.
episode 7?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you soon.